brand of wheels. So guys, today I thought I'd do a little daily vlog. Here's a bit of a mess today. But as you might have saw on my Instagram, there's been a lot of changes to the HQ, so let's go in there and see what's cracking. So yeah, some quite big changes have been going on to the HQ and to the Lexus. So I haven't been doing a lot of daily vlogging for a while actually. I haven't actually done a proper daily vlog sort of like the one that I want to do today. So I sort of wanted to jump back onto the bandwagon of daily stuff. So let me know in the comments if you fancy the daily vlogs again. Obviously I will never go away from the reviews. The reviews will always happen twice a week. That's what the channel's built on in my opinion, and that's what I love doing. So to me the reviews will always stay on the channel, but if you guys want to see a little bit more behind the scenes, gym vlogs, bit more car stuff, you know, if I can. I'm trying to sort out internet for the actual HQ at the moment. It seems to be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be to actually get internet in an office. It makes no sense to me, but fingers crossed this week, maybe next week we should have some, and then I can start sort of doing more daily vlogs, get more content out there for you guys, more sort of car related stuff, a little bit more life related stuff. So leave a comment below if you want to see that. If not, then I'll just keep to the usual schedule of, you know, 2 reviews a week and then sort of 1 midweek car related, you know, going somewhere, fitting some parts to cars, stuff like that. I still want to sort of keep to that format of 2 reviews, you know, and a couple of videos a week, but I sort of want to put more content out there, so let me know in the comments. But a lot of people will probably be going, Jamie, you're not wearing a hat, what's going on? It's because I've got something to show you guys, and I've been personally really excited to sort of get this part of the HQ. You know, it wasn't really supposed to come around this quick, but looking at it, I'm really happy we did it. So you guys will remember that I had an office, a stock room, and obviously the shop behind me here. We've changed the stock room into a hairdresser's. Now, a lot of people are going to be a bit confused to why there is a hairdresser's in FYD. Like, why is this happening? Well, my other half, which has never met the channel, you've never really seen her, she is actually a hairdresser. She's a very good one as well. And the thought behind, you know, having so many rooms and, you know, having a stock room, I started to think, you know, I want more stuff on the shop floor anyway. And this sort of left this room not necessarily irrelevant, but like I wanted to do something a bit more fun with it. So got 2 chairs there, you got all the cutting equipment. I'm no hairdresser, so I haven't actually got a clue. We've got 2 fancy mirrors to put out there. We just put this one up there for the minute. All the price lists and stuff. So yeah, I did put something out on Instagram saying, what am I doing to this room? And a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be an alloy wheel room, or it's going to be a crazy kart room and stuff. But yeah, it's a hairdresser's. So if you're ever at the HQ and you want your hair cut, we can provide that service too now. Also, we've had a massive change around, so the sofa is behind me there. We've got a proper counter, sort of, that I made out of racking, and a till as well, which is exciting, which I have no idea how to use, but it's exciting. Clothing there, the signature board thing behind me, more clothing here. We're going to change all this up in a minute, so there's more sort of space for clothing as well. This part, the $9.99 section, which is going live this Friday at 7 PM, along with the DC5 Turbo t-shirt, which I'll be showing you guys later on in this video. That'll be going live, relatively limited numbers in all of this sort of stuff, so look out for that. And I bought another crazy cart because it was cheap. It had to be done, and now we can tandem 3 crazy carts around the office. Another thing that had to be done as well, start selling energy drinks. It had to be done, but I need a bigger fridge already because I want to have loads here. There's also been a massive change around in the office, so we've got overflow of clothing, hats and all that sort of stuff here, so that's all in the office now, as the hairdressers is there. But these are the 2 things I've bought for the Lexus so far. We have a top spoiler, which is nice and bendy, so it's able to bend round the actual rear window, so that should look pretty good, and a boot spoiler as well, so that sort of sits like that. I do have a front lip coming as well, so I'm going to get both of those sprayed. I might keep this in this sort of, I might keep this in a sort of black plastic, because I put it on the car and it actually looked quite good, so I may keep that colour but spray the rest of it. But as you've had the new tour of the HQ, I suppose, I'm going to crack on with your orders, get them sent out today. Now don't get me wrong guys, I'm trying to sort of wean myself off the rock stars and stuff, but it is really hard when I've got a lot going not to just crack one open. So what I've actually been doing is take water with a Barocca in the morning. It is actually a massive difference to how I feel, and obviously the vitamin C intake and all that sort of business. So they're relatively cheap as well. I think when they're on offer they're about £4 for 15, so that'll last you 15 days. Something to think about if you're on the energy drinks and you want to sort of wean yourself off or start taking less of them, jump on the Baroccas. A lot of people do ask me, they want to see more background stuff, you know, through the HQ, through, you know, what I'm doing outside the car stuff. So just let me know in the comments. I do watch a lot of Adam LZ, and I like his sort of daily stuff where it's a bit of car and a bit of life, maybe a bit of BMX, although I don't BMX anymore. I'd like to put a bit of gym stuff in the channel as well. With the summer coming around as well, you know, vests are happening. Also must say a massive thank you to Craig McMahon, Michael McGuyan, Thomas Jamieson, Paddy McNally, Dan Horsbury, Jacob Jones and Chris Breyer. Big thank you to you guys for just the support overnight, basically from the Sunday over until the Monday morning. I really appreciate your support. I don't think a lot of people know that I actually design, pack and ship everything myself. There's no middleman, so I'm able to, you know, relay over a pretty good competitive price, I think, with my sort of brand and the clothing that I sell. It's all done in-house as well. Everything is in hand. All the stock is with me. It's a limited run company, so I try and do limited runs of certain bits and bobs, but I always try and remake things that you guys really like. But that's enough about FYD apparel. Let's get back to the cars. So as it's a really nice day and I've wanted to do this for a while to the Lexus because I'm sick of the sight of the state of these front lights. One of the ideas that I had, and I did read up on the internet about you know, putting toothpaste on your headlights. I've got some Sainsbury's Basics toothpaste. It's about 20, 30, 40p, and we're gonna have a good go at seeing if this takes off the sort of cloudy layer that I've got on my headlights. Now these Lexuses, every Lexus I've ever owned has had this on the headlights, so let's see how good this stuff is. Obviously it's not meant to be on headlights, so we'll see how good it is. So I've sort of tried to just smooth the toothpaste around the actual headlight, try and scrub it a little bit at the same time. So what I'm going to do is use another cloth and a bit of water that I've got in the car to take the rest of the toothpaste off. Now obviously I don't think it's the best of ideas to keep the toothpaste on your actual bodywork or the chrome of the car. So yeah, there we go, not too bad for a couple of cloths, a bit of water and some Sainsbury's value toothpaste. I think it definitely works. So if you're in the market to get your headlights restored at all, this is probably the best way and the cheapest way to go about it. So there we go, I've taken all the residue of the toothpaste off the bodywork, bumpers and bonnet. This car is going for a full detail in the not so distant future, so I wasn't too fussed about, you know, not necessarily scratching the car, but, you know, leaving imperfections on the bodywork, I'm going to say. So yeah, it's made a huge difference to the headlights for the sake of £2 and about 20 minutes work, 10 minutes on each light. Good job. Walking back in and the postman's just been, as you saw in the time lapse, and FedEx have sent me a nice little amount to pay on the front lip that I bought for the Lexus. So duty and import taxes and blah blah blah. Basically I've got to pay an extra £16.88 just to get it here. Although you can't actually buy the part in this country and you've got to get it from somewhere else, it means it's slightly more expensive to start with, and then you're hit with an unexpected bill, I suppose, of £16.88, which isn't the end of the world. I've had a lot bigger in the past. That's another thing to people that are buying stuff out of the country. When it does come through, you're probably going to be hit with a duties and tax invoice, which is absolutely fantastic. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. The last thing I want to show you is this. This is this month's t-shirt release. The limited run DC5 Turbo t-shirt. I had 50 of them behind me and they're all going up at 7 PM this Friday. I am stupidly hyped on how these came out. So this is something that I wanted to do for a while, is a white t-shirt with more of a sort of grey, grainy sort of picture to the t-shirt. You have 3 shots of the actual Integra, the top one there with the bonnet open, the actual turbocharger and the engine, and then obviously one of the back of it there. Inside now, all of the t-shirts get this cheeky bit there, reviewed by Jamie FYD, and obviously the sizing and all that. And then you have the Diamond Cross logo on the back. They are all up for sale this Friday, $14.99 as usual from the FYD Apparel website. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Head over to the FYDapparel.com website at 7 PM on Friday to copy yourself one of the 50 limited run DC5 t-shirts, and I'll see you all on the next video. Cheers guys.